So let's come back to the DSE problems. So I would like to talk about some operations on rational functions. Okay, so that is like this. So I've just listed out the questions I would like to talk about today. Okay, if time allows, then I am going to talk about more questions from this worksheet. So let's go to long question 16.03. 咁呢啲咁嘅題目咧，就係非常之簡單嘅。咁只要記得點樣做嘅話咧，咁就小心啲做就一定做到噶啦。Okay, so we have fraction adding together. Then what we need to do is to find the common denominator. Okay, so you just check whether the denominators can be factorized first. Okay, 4x minus 5 cannot be further factorized. 1 minus 6x cannot be factorized. Then the new denominator will be just multiplying the factor that it does not have. Okay, so 4x minus 5. Originally, we have 4x minus 5, but the first fraction does not have 1 minus 6x. So you just multiply 1 minus 6x to the top and to the bottom at the same time. Plus the second fraction, originally I have 1 minus 6x, but I do not have 4x minus 5. So just multiply 4x minus 5 to both the top and the bottom. Can you get this? Okay, so just like this. And when the two fractions have the same denominator, you may merge them together to be the same fraction. Okay, just like this, plus 3 bracket 4x minus 5. Okay, and then you just remove the brackets on the top. Just keep the brackets on the bottom. 嗱，記住通常咧分母啊，我哋唔拆括號嘅，分母唔使拆括號，得唔得 ？OK， 但係分子就要拆嘅。It's like this. Okay, when you have expanded all the brackets, then you may find out, you may calculate the like terms. Okay, so the negative 12x plus 12x will be cancelled by each other. So what is remaining is the constant terms, 2 minus 15, which is negative 13. Okay, and then we just copy the denominators like this. And you check whether there is a common factor to be cancelled from up and down. Okay, if no, then that will be the final answer. 3 marks. Okay, simple enough. And next one is 19.02. So this time it is 3 over 7x minus 6 minus 2 over 5x minus 4. Okay, and again we have fractions doing subtraction with different denominators. Okay, first check whether the denominators can be factorized or not. Okay, 7x minus 6 cannot be factorized. 5x minus 4 cannot be factorized. So you may just enlarge the fractions. Okay, so originally for the first fraction, I have 7x minus 6 and I don't have 5x minus 4. So just multiply the 5x minus 4 to both the top and the bottom. Okay, and for the second fraction, I have 5x minus 4 and I don't have 7x minus 6. So just multiply 7x minus 6 to both the top and the bottom. Okay, 即係通分母啦，係嘛？ And then when they have the same denominators, you may merge the two fractions together. And then just copy the top parts, okay? like this. Okay, and then remember, we need to expand the numerators, but not the denominators. 15x minus 12, and then minus 14x, and then plus 12. Okay, so careful about the double negative. The second bracket is a negative bracket, so it is multiplied by -2. So this one should be double negative, becomes plus 12. Okay, and then just copy the denominators. And then you just calculate the like terms on the top. 15x minus 14x is just 1x, or just x. And then -12 plus 12 is cancelled by each other. Okay, so what is remaining is just this. And check one more time whether there are common factors which can be cancelled or not. If no, then it will be the answer. 3 marks. So, okay? 好嗱，其實就好簡單嘅。咁啊，不過就唔係成日都出，係嘛 ？OK， 咁你希望佢出多啲啦呢度。Let's go to the multiple choice problem. 18.04。有一題咧，15年嗰題咧，我陣間先講啊。OK。18.04. Let's do this first. So we have 1/3x plus 7 minus 1/3x minus 7. Okay, and again we have two fractions doing subtraction with different denominators. So one is 3x plus 7 cannot be factorized. 3x minus 7 also can't be factorized. So we may just enlarge the fraction like this. So we have 3x plus 7 and we don't have 3x minus 7. So multiply 3x minus 7 to both the top and the bottom. It's like this. Okay. And then minus. For the second fraction, we have 3x minus 7 and we don't have 3x plus 7. So multiply a 3x plus 7 to this. 嗱呢度咧，我會建議大家寫埋個1落去。即係如果數字或者數學唔係咁強嘅同學嘅話咧，寫埋個1括弧咧係會穩陣啲嘅噃。O 唔 OK？ 因為咧你陣間擺埋一齊嘅時候咧，個減號 OK 個減，如果你冇寫1就唔會寫括弧噶啦。跟住你擺埋一齊嘅時候咧，個減號啦，如果你唔記得咗嘅話咧，你就會淨係減咗 3x， 唔記得減埋個7嘅。OK， 所以咧我會建議你寫埋個括弧，即係咁樣啦。3x minus 7 minus 1 bracket 3x plus 7。OK， 跟住陣間拆括弧呢一個 step 先至冇咗個1佢。OK， is 3x minus 7 minus 3x and minus another 7。Right？ 得唔得呢度？睇唔睇到寫咗括弧嗰個好處啊 ？OK。And then for the like terms, we have 3x minus 3x, which is cancelled by each other. And then we have -7 minus 7, which will be -14 over 3x minus 7, 3x plus 7. Okay? If this is long question, then this will be the final answer. But this is multiple choice questions, right? Okay, so you need to make sure you have the options, which is exactly the same as your answer. Okay? 嗱，你見到咧呢題 MC 咧，咁就4個 option 嘅分母咧，都係冇括號喎。你見唔見到係拆咗括號㗎 ？OK， 好啦，咁即係話咧，我哋分母今次因為佢 MC 啊嘛，我哋要跟翻佢個格式㗎嘛，就要拆埋括號啦。Can you see that the denominator is in the format of a minus b times a plus b? Okay, a minus b times a plus b becomes a square minus b square. Okay, so this -14 is no change, and we have 3x bracket square becomes 9x square minus 49. Okay, do we have this answer? No, still not, because the numerator is always positive. Okay, but now it is negative. So I need to take out a negative sign from the denominator and then swap the subtraction. It's 49 minus 9x squared, right? And the negative sign from the top and the negative sign from the bottom will be cancelled by each other. So what is remaining on the top is 14, and then on the bottom will be 49 minus 9x squared. Okay, and that will be option A. And you can find the answer now. Option A. You see this? 得唔得？有陣時咧，我哋要即係我哋計到啦。其實如果頭先講咗啦，如果係 long grad 嘅話咧，呢一步已經係答案嚟㗎啦。咁但係因為呢個係MC 啦，所以我哋要砌到係嗰4個 option 裏邊其中一個咁嘅樣，我哋先至可以 make sure 咧嗰個係答案嚟嘅。OK， 咁所以就要去到呢一個位啦，先得㗎啦。OK， 咁啊要做咗以上呢幾樣嘢。第一就係拆翻分母嗰個括號啦。第二就係抽個 negative 出嚟，同分子嗰個 negative 咧互相抵消咗，咁樣先做到嘅。OK，next one， this one 20.03。And again, two fractions are doing subtraction, and check one time that the denominators does not have common factor to be taken out or cannot be factorized. Okay, then we just enlarge the fractions. Okay, so we have 4k plus 3 for the first fraction, and we do not have 4k minus 3. So multiply a 4k minus 3 to the top and to the bottom. And for the second fraction, we have 4k minus 3, and we do not have 4k plus 3. Okay, so multiply 4k plus 3 to the top and to the bottom. And then merge the two fractions together with the same denominator. And then it becomes 5 times 4k minus 3 minus 2 times 4k plus 3. And then expand the bracket. We have 20k minus 15 minus 8k minus 6. Okay, 4k plus 3, 4k minus 3. And calculate the like terms. So we have 20k minus 8k becomes 12k. Minus 15 minus 6 becomes minus 21. And then 4k plus 3, 4k minus 3. Okay? So there will be no more common factor here. But we cannot see the answer yet, because the denominator, the bracket in the denominators are expanded. Okay, so we just keep the numerator, and for denominator, it is also in the format of a plus b times a minus b. Okay, so it becomes a squared minus b squared. So it is 12k minus 21 over 16k squared minus 9. And we have already found the answer. It should be option A again. 得唔得？呢度每次都係咁做嘅啫，係嘛 ？Okay. Next, 21.04. Okay, n minus 6, n minus 7 cannot be factorized. So we just enlarge the fractions as usual. So we have n minus 6, and we do not have n minus 7. So multiply n minus 7 to both the top and the bottom. For the first fraction, and for the second fraction, we have n minus 7, but we do not have n minus 6. So multiply the n minus 6 to both the top and to the bottom. Okay, and then merge the two fractions together like this, and then n minus 7, n minus 6. Okay, and then expand the bracket. So we have 6n minus 42 minus 7n double negative becomes plus. 7 times 6 is 42. Okay, so n minus 7, n minus 6. And then calculate the like terms. So 6n minus 7n becomes negative 1n or negative n. And then minus 42 plus 42, they are cancelled by each other. So, and then the denominator is n minus 7, n minus 6. Okay, so if this is the long question, then this will be the final answer. But we do not find any negative n from the numerator in the 4 options. Okay, so we may need to take out a negative sign from the denominator. Okay, that's like this. So negative n is no change. Can you notice that there will be some 7 minus n? 7 minus n in option B and option D. So I'm going to take out a negative sign from the n minus 7 and swap the subtraction. It becomes negative bracket 7 minus n. But the n minus 6 is just unchanged. Okay? So the extra minus sign you just take out will be cancelled by this minus sign. Okay? So what is remaining on the top is just n. And on the bottom will be 7 minus n times n minus 6. Okay? And that will be option B, B for boy. Can you see this? Although the brackets are swapped, but when they are multiplied together, the order does not matter. It's okay? 好，跟住有一題比較難少少嘅，喺度係35題，咪31題嚟嘅，15年31題。咁呢度咧複雜少少，咁但係其實都係咁做嘅啫。你見到佢擺喺第31題，即係 Section B 嘅題目嚟㗎啦。頭先我哋所有嗰啲題目咧，都係第4題啊、第3題啊、第4題啊、第2題咁樣係嘛？第3題咁樣嘅。嗰啲 Section A 嘅題目都係咁做 ，Section B 嘅題目31題都係咁做，但係多咗啲咩咧？就係咧嗱，你留意喎，就係多咗啲咩咧？就係我哋之前如果喺 Section A 做嘅話咧，呢種題目出嘅話咧，個分母係唔需要 factorize 嘅，係冇得 factorize 嘅。但係咧喺 Section B， 即係第31題啦。如果佢出喺 Section B 嘅話咧，你見唔見到個分母咧係複雜啲㗎？係1 over x square 減 2x 加1，然之後減1 over x square 加 x 減2，係嘛？個分母係有 square term 喺度嘅。OK， 咁嘅時候咧，我哋就要先將個分母咧去到 factorize 咗先嘅。OK， 好啦，咁點樣 factorize 啊？咁又係用你哋最 powerful 嘅嘢啦。OK，Formula One 係嘛 ？OK， so if you want to factorize a quadratic polynomial, then you just use the calculator formula 1 to help you. Okay, for the x squared minus 2x plus 1, it will be x minus 1 bracket square. And for the x squared plus x minus 2, it will be x plus 2 times x minus 1. Okay, just do the factorization first. Okay, and then 好啦，跟住咧又係通分母嘅話咧，就記住係要倍大個份數，人有我冇嘅就要倍大翻俾自己啦，得唔得 ？OK， 人有我冇嘅就要倍大翻俾自己，分子分母都要倍大嘅。譬如咧，第一個份數係咪有 x 減1嘅2次方？有邊啲 factor 係人有我冇㗎？係咪 x 加2啊？ x 加2係另一個份數嘅分母啊，係有嘅 factor 嚟嘅，而係我冇嘅。x 減1咧，人哋都有喎，係嘛？我有2次添，有多過佢，咁我哋就唔使倍大啦。OK， 我哋淨係倍大佢 x 加2。咁同樣地，如果我哋倍大咗 x 加2嘅分母嘅話咧，分子都要倍大翻嘅，同樣倍大嘅。OK，and then for second fraction, so we have x plus 2 times x minus 1. Okay, we have x plus 2 and we have x minus 1 to the power 1. But the other fraction, the denominator has an x minus 1 to the power 2. So what we are lacking is another x minus 1. So we need to multiply another x minus 1 to the numerator. 得唔得？即係要乘多一次 x 減一俾佢啦。因為人哋咧係有2次，我哋係得1次嘅。我哋要成行嘅所有分數嘅分母咧都要睇齊嘅，得唔得 ？OK， 分母要睇齊嘅。咁所以咧我就要倍大翻 x 減1倍啦。OK，so now they have the same denominator. We may merge them together. So 1 times x plus 2 minus 1 times x minus 1. And then we have x minus 1 bracket square times x plus 2. Okay, and then expand the brackets on the top. X plus 2 minus x plus 1. And we have x minus 1 square times x plus 2. Okay, and then so x and x term will be cancelled by each other. So what is remaining on the top is just 2 plus 1, that is 3. And then we have x minus 1 bracket square times x plus 2. Okay, do we have answer? Yes, should be option C, right? Option C. Is that okay? 好，跟住咧嗱，咁我講晒啦，咁我就做幾題咧係MC 裏面嘅 factorization 啊 ，MC 裏面嘅 factorization， 12.02。So 4x plus y square minus 4x minus y bracket square. So there will be two methods doing this. Okay, this method 1 is like this. It is in the format of x square minus y square, right? So I'm going to do this. It becomes x plus y, or a plus b times a minus b. It's a minus b. A square minus b square becomes a plus b times a minus b. Is that clear? And then we have 4x plus y plus 4x minus y. And we have 4x plus y minus 4x plus y. Okay? And then we have 8x, no y. The y and y will be cancelled in the first bracket. And then in the second bracket, the 4x and 4x will be cancelled. So what is remaining is 2y. And when they are multiplied together, okay, so everything is multiplied together and the number times number will be 16. And then we have x, we have y. Okay, so that is the answer. This is method 1. And we have method 2. Method 2 is like this. 4x plus y square minus 4x minus y square. Okay, I'm going to use the identity a plus b bracket square to expand the bracket like this. A square plus 2ab plus b square. And then for the second bracket, I use the identity a minus b bracket square. Becomes a square minus 2ab plus b square. Okay, and then do the calculation is 16x square plus 8xy plus y square minus 16x square minus 8xy plus y square. And then expand the bracket. 16x square plus 8xy plus y square minus 16x square, and then double negative becomes plus 8xy, and then minus y square. Okay, the x square terms are cancelled. The y square terms are also cancelled. So what is remaining is 16xy. 16xy. Okay, so that is also the same answer. 16xy here. 得唔得？兩個方法啊。Next one. 13.03. So HL minus KL plus HM minus KM minus HN plus KN. We need to do the factorization here, okay? So can you see the common factors from the first two terms, L, and then we have H minus K, and then from the second two terms, take out the M, also have H minus K. For the third term, take out the N, we have negative H plus K, okay? For the first two terms, we have H minus K, H minus K. But for the third bracket, we have negative H plus K. So it looks like they are completely opposites. So I'm going to do one little step, is to take out the negative sign, okay, to change the sign to its opposites, such that H minus K will be a common factor for all the terms. Okay, so we can take out the H minus K and then write down the remaining terms is L plus M minus N. Okay, so that will be the answer. And the answer will be option D. Can you see this? And then 14.02. So we have U squared minus V squared minus 5U plus 5V. Okay. 好嗱，呢度咧，如果佢有四個 term 裏邊有兩個係二次方，兩個一次方嘅，咁一定係咁樣分組噶啦。Can you get this? And then we have U squared minus V squared becomes U plus V, U minus V. And then take out the common factor. It's negative U plus V. And we have U minus V here. But we have minus U plus V, completely opposite. So we do the little step. Okay, take out the negative sign and make them equal. Take out the common factor. What is remaining is U plus V minus 5. Okay, so the answer is option A. That is like this. Okay, so tomorrow, so when you come back, I'll give you another set of past paper, which is about rate, ratio, and variation, direct variation, inverse variation, and so on. Okay, and partial variation. Okay, so that is a must. Okay, in order to get a pass. So if there is no more problem, then that is the end of this lesson, and you may leave now. Goodbye.